Welcome everybody to the Eye Open Media Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Fred the Shield, bringing you this episode today. We have two very special guests here today. You know, I've been an MMA fan since the early 90s. I remember watching Royce Gracie, and I'm still watching this great sport still to this day. There's been so many special fighters through the years. And I feel that I'm about to talk to an up and coming fighter that will have his name added to the list of special fighters in MMA history when it's all said and done. He is undefeated with a 5-0 record. His hard work and dedication to his craft is impressive. And in my opinion, he is very versatile in the cage. He can stand up with you or he can take it to the ground. He's a flyweight fighting in the Legacy Fighting Alliance out of Prima Fight Camp in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, with his head coach, Francisco Bueno. His last fight was November 19th of 2019 at LFA 79, where it took him just 36 seconds to defeat Jorge Martinez with a vicious kick to the abdomen. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all talking about none other than Carlos Mota. Welcome to the show, Carlos and Coach Bueno.
Yes, hello everyone. This is Francisco Bueno. Now it's Carlos Mota here. Very happy and proud to be in your show. So we're ready to go.
Okay.
Hello.
So now when Carlos last fought, it was actually right before the world was hit with the coronavirus pandemic. So I'm just wondering, tell me how has life been with you and your families? And I hope everybody is healthy. But how has it affected your family life? How has it affected how has the COVID-19 affected you?
Yes. Logo depois que você lutou, a pandemia do coronavírus entrou. Como é que isso afetou a sua vida, a sua família, o seu treino?
Sim.
Fala em português.
No começo da pandemia, eu fiquei uns 5 dias parados, né? Até a gente retornar aos treinos, mas não atrapalhou muito, porque a gente retornou logo após, bem mais forte que antes, né? Fazendo toda a medida possível que teria que fazer, precaução, gel, tudo.
He says we stopped like 5 days trying to understand what's going on in the world. I guess everyone was dealing the same, but he came back stronger, more consciousness, obviously, with a lot of precaution. Just me and him, and I'm his coach, going to the gym, working hard, and he feels like he's much stronger emotionally also. So he's of course very sad because a lot of people has been suffering, but right now he's much better and stronger now.
Now I understand you explained about how a little bit about the training and everything, how it's affected your training, but more specifically, how has COVID-19 affected your ability to train? How has specifically it affected your training?
Como é que isso limitou no seu treino? Porque tudo bem que é só nós dois treinando, mas você acha que o que realmente ocasionou com o seu treinamento isso aí? Fala em português.
Então, a única dificuldade que tivemos foi que as coisas tudo pararam, né? E a gente ficou limitado em material humano e não, porque o treinamento que a gente faz não requer muita coisa, tem muitas pessoas, né? Então, pra gente, em geral, não dificultou muito, mas eu acredito que no esporte em geral atrapalhou porque as coisas não andaram, né? Mas a gente continua andando, fazendo os trabalhos nossos e acredito que pro esporte sim, que deu uma travada, mas eu acredito que agora tá começando a andar e as coisas vai começar a andar mais rápido.
Yes, he says the only difficulty he felt is like it's not a lot of material, different kind of human material to train, but in the other side, he could, see a lot of details, a lot of kind of we can't call fragility, but squeezing a little bit more the positioning, uh, forging his body, deep muscles. So it's overall he's feeling happy and strong because the work became a little bit different, but it's very happy with that.
Okay, that makes I understand. That makes sense. So he hasn't had you know, being able to train with other people, but he's been able to kind of be a little bit more detailed with his training and and working his body. That makes sense. So I
Exactly,
understand that.
exactly.
Yeah, I do understand. I do know that you train out of Rio de Janeiro, but I was wondering, what was it like growing up in Para, Brazil or Belém?
Ok. Você luta do Rio de Janeiro, né? Mas você é do Pará, Belém do Pará. Fala pro pessoal como é que era a sua vida, sua luta, né? De vida, de pequeno, enfim, a tua história.
Então, eu, com 2 anos de idade, eu vim, né? Eu morava no Pará, em Medicilândia. Eu vim pro Rio de Janeiro, né? Pra comunidade favela, na verdade, de Cidade de Deus, com mais 2 irmãos meus, com a minha mãe. Minha mãe, ela quis dar uma vida melhor pra gente, né? Aí, com 6 anos de idade, minha mãe veio a falecer. Aí eu passei por casa de alguns parentes, né? De alguns tios. Eu tive uma vida muito sofrida, né? Mas que me ensinou bastante, né? A ser a pessoa que eu sou hoje, né? Com mais determinação, vontade de vencer na vida. E eu levo isso tudo para dentro do ringue, né? Essa vontade, essa gana, né? Essa dificuldade eu transformo em força de vontade ali dentro ali.
Yes, he's he born in Pará. It's a kind of very deep city in Brazil. And with 2 years old, he came to Rio de Janeiro with his mother,
Oh, okay.
and she's trying to give him a better life. And she died with cancer when he was 5 to 6 years old.
Oh, wow.
And there, he never met his father. He has no idea. It was a very struggling life. He been to some ghettos, favelas, in some living, try to find some family and foster home, and it was a very difficult. But he said he's not a victim of this. He transformed that gasoline in light. He's that's his feed. That's his food actually. That's determines who he is right now and where he wants to go. So he understands that a hard time in the ring, in the octagon, is nothing compared to his journey to get here. So he's totally still happy with his life because now he's so focused and determined that he has to win, even for his mother.
Excellent. Wow. That is amazing. That is a great answer. Great story too. And I did not even know that he grew up in Rio de Janeiro and that his father, passed from cancer. So he used that to motivate him and not to stop him, but to keep going in life. That's a great thing.
Exactly,
Um,
exactly.
I really hope that gives some listeners out there that have gone through similar things as well that they can keep going on to hear somebody like Carlos say something like that. Um, Carlos, how long have you been a martial artist?
Yeah. Há quanto tempo você está na the MMA or just martial arts?
Well, we could start with martial arts first, and then
Okay,
how did he get into mixed martial arts after that?
I got
Because
it. Yeah.
I know he's been fighting for about 3 to 4 years now. He's been
Yes.
competing, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. So, com quantos anos você começou a arte marcial? Yeah, he started off his journey in martial arts with 8 years old in the favelas. Is it was a beautiful work. The people would has no financial conditioning. They go into this little school and they have taekwondo, capoeira, and then a little bit of jiu-jitsu, and then with 9 years old he became taekwondo champion all the tournaments. He didn't get points. Like he was an awesome fighter in taekwondo.
Did you play any other sports growing up? When he was coming up, did he play any other sports before he? I know he started at 8, but did he compete in any other sports?
Yeah. Você competiu em algum outro esporte? Você fez algum outro esporte quando você, enfim, antes dos teus 8 anos, futebol? Aos teus 8 anos, o que era que você...
No meio da artes marciais, eu treinei bastante futebol também, tentei a minha carreira também no futebol. Só que eu nasci para luta, né? E eu não tive uma direção certa também, e não era para ser. E o que era para ser é o que eu sou hoje, né? O atleta que eu sou hoje, e graças a Deus tá dando certo.
Yeah, that was a good one. He always plays soccer in the streets, and he was actually pretty good, very good soccer player. And then he was trying to get a good club and a team. But it didn't go right in the end because he born to be a fighter. So
Right.
he always liked to fight. He loves to fight. So that's his soul.
Um, so what were some of his inspirations growing up? I know he mentioned about his background growing up without his father, and I'm sure those were all. And he said inspiration or his gasoline with the light, like he said. But were there any inspirations that he saw in the MMA world that inspired him to continue and know that that's like you said, he was born to be a fighter?
Yes. Qual foi sua inspiração? Que lutador você inspirou quando você começou a ver o MMA? Que te motivou a começar o MMA?
No começo da minha carreira, eu sempre via as lutas, mas um lutador que eu sempre vi que tinha um diferencial era o Jorge St-Pierre, por ele ser bem completo. E não vi outros lutadores. Só.
He said at the beginning of his martial MMA journey, he was just one guy called his attention, George St. Pierre, because he liked the guys. He's all over, He's a good fighter and striking on the ground, wrestler. So that one is really call him up.
Oh, I definitely see that in his style too. I definitely see that. He's very, very versatile is what really stuck out to
Yes.
me when I first saw him. Coach Francisco, Carlos, how did you guys meet? How did you get up with Coach Bueno? How did y'all come together?
Yeah, that was a great story. I have like a project here, like maybe 5 favelas, ghettos, 5 slums. I have a gym that I build gyms and work on, and with a lot of kids on the streets. And Carlos, he was like 17 years old. He was living in the streets at that time. Like I had no food to eat, very like skinny, and but with a lot of fire and very humble kid. A lot of guys, friends, they go into the traffic, they go into the very, criminal lives. And Carlos never even step into that thing. So that calls me attention because I work with those kids in the ghetto, in the favela. So, and I see a different fire in his eyes, in his soul. I start training him and build him as a, emotional, because the lack of father and family, and then financially difficulty. And then he start respond that in a form that I have never seen before. He became like an incredible jiu-jitsu fighter. He's a black belt now. He's a Brazilian champion in jiu-jitsu also. I gave him the black belt in a Wednesday. And I told him, this is your black belt. And then Saturday, I put him in the Brazilian tournament, his birthday actually, and he became a champion. And that was amazing. Yeah, the first match, he fought a guy from... qual era o cara da... Não, a primeira luta que é do Rodolfo Vieira. Yeah, GF team is a big team in Brazil, I guess in the world, like jiu-jitsu. Tiziu make a 21-0 in the guy. There was amazing fight. Yeah, so and then we start working every day, positioning, developing his mindset, his breathing, his consciousness. And then he's like, it's, what can I tell about Carlos is something I have no words to say. So it's a beautiful story. Like, he's my son right now, we always together. He has his home, he has his family now. So it's just, it's amazing.
Excellent. Wow. That's powerful. So I know you guys have had to take the break with the, COVID-19 and everything going on, but you've still been training. Do you know who your next opponent will be?
Yes, we're talking to George Guimarães, Joinha, and Ed Soares, and Mark Pieri, also from LFA. Actually, we're ready for the title shot, but we had a little surprise now. They fighting for the title next month, July, in LFA for 125 flyweight. So we kind of waiting, because if they let us go into the United States in July, we're going. And Carlos, we don't pick fighters. Anyone come to his way, he doesn't even want to look at it. Coach, whatever you bring, I get for lunch. That's what he answered. But he's very hungry. He's very hungry. But it's not in a way that's say superficial. His soul is hungry. He's born to shine. He's very into that. He loves what he does. He doesn't get tension, nervous. He just enjoys to be there. He loves the journey.
Excellent. I mean, I definitely see it. I see it in him, the way he competes, the way I've seen some of his training videos. He definitely, it stands out. I can see that. And like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, I think he's going to be one of the special ones, in my opinion.
Yeah. Nice.
Now, tell me, what does he feel is his strengths in the cage, and then also what would he say is his weakness? Now, he doesn't have to answer the weakness question if he doesn't want to give that away.
Let me give it to him. That's good. That's his option. Good. Qual é o que você sente a sua força dentro do cage, do octagon, o seu ponto forte, e o qual você sente o seu ponto fraco, se você quiser responder?
Meu ponto forte é a vontade de vencer, sempre foi a vontade de vencer, né? E a preparação que eu sempre faço com o meu treinador, né, Francisco Bueno, meu doutor Márcio Bernstein, isso me deixa muito bem preparado fisicamente, emocionalmente, para chegar ali dentro do ringue ali e ter uma consciência e tranquilidade em saber que tudo que eu passar ali dentro vai ser bem feito e eu vou passar bem em tudo que acontecer ali no momento.
Don't you want to talk about the weakness?
No.
I kind of expected that. That's why I gave him that option.
Yeah, he said expected that. Ele falou que ele estava esperando isso. Você não falar that. Yeah, he didn't even mention. I asked him, so he didn't even mention. I said, come on, man. Give it to the people a little bit of weakness. No, he said,
tell him I haven't seen any myself, so watching them.
Não, ele falou que também não viu nenhuma fraqueza em você, então tá tudo bem. They said thank you. So he said, what is strong for him is the determination. Marcio Bernstein, he does a great job with acupuncture, some newaza of the ground fighting also. He's been doing a great job with consciousness also. When we trained, Carlos said, he's been through a lot of bad things in his life, So he transformed the bad things to energy. So that's why for him, it's going to the Disneyland. He's happy. He's a prize for him to be there. So that's why he can see for his strength point is the determination, the focus. He knows when he gets there, he's gonna get it.
Awesome, man. That's mental toughness right there. I like that answer. That excites me to continue to watch him, and watch the growth of his career. But also see if he can answer, if he could give me his list of his top 5 MMA fighters of all time.
Top 5?
Yes.
Yeah.
Without naming himself.
Yeah. Quais são os teus... Sorry, he can include himself or not?
No, he cannot.
He cannot. Você não pode incluir você, mas quais são seus 5 top lutadores de MMA?
Conor McGregor, John Jones, George St. Pierre, Amanda Nunes e Cerrudo.
You got that?
I got Conor McGregor. I got John Jones. What were the other 3?
Yeah, Conor McGregor, John Jones, Amanda Nunes, Cerrudo.
Yeah. Okay.
And George St. Pierre.
Wow, that's a great list. Yeah. Yeah. One day they're gonna be naming him in those lists as well.
Nice. Ele falou que dia você vai estar nessa lista dos caras também.
Okay.
Yeah. Now here's another question. I know you said that he doesn't really choose his opponents and everything, but just hypothetically, if you could fight any flyweight in the world, who would it be and why?
Carlos, se você pudesse escolher hoje qualquer flyweight para você lutar, nível competindo mundialmente, qualquer um, quem você gostaria de lutar? Apesar que você, como eu falei para ele, você não escolhe, nem nunca escolheu o adversário. Então, qual você lutaria?
No UFC, o Brandon Royval e Cerrudo também. Brandon Royval.
You got that? No.
Yes, I got that. That's a good choice.
Yeah, that was good because can I tell you a little story about that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there was a very funny story. We came like as you mentioned in the beginning of the podcast. We went to Denver and he fought George Martinez. He's a teammate with Brandon Rivera, and Brandon Rivera at that day he became a LFA champion.
Yes.
So now he went to the UFC.
Yeah.
And then Carlos and him, they're starting to figure, to kind of virtual fight, in the internet. Yeah. They trying to say something each other, I'm going to get you, you're not going to get me. I will beat you up all day, all night long. all that. So Carlos cannot wait to fight, to put the hands on him. He's so happy. He just wants him so bad. And the kid won the submission of the night in the UFC also. So Carlos was on fire to get him.
Against Tim Elliott, right?
Yes, exactly. Against Tim Elliott.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes. I would love to see that fight. That would be a great matchup between the two of you.
That would be great. Yeah, Carlos sent him a message, said, George Martinez was 32 seconds. You're going to be under the 30 seconds. So so Brandon Rivera went crazy. Say, come and get me. So I'm getting there step by step. I'm getting there. Yeah. Carlos is very humble. When you meet him, he's very humble. He's very transparent. Like he's that. He's the real deal. He's not like a fancy, try to be tough or bad boy. Nothing like that. He's just a real deal. So he said, hey, coach, I want to call him out. Say, yeah, do whatever you want, man. You can pay that bill easily. So go forward. So he has fun with Brandon Rivera. It's nice.
Right. So, I mean, since we are talking about Brandon Rivera, he was the former LFA flyweight champion. And now, like you said, he's now made his debut in the UFC. So is that kind of a little bit of inspiration for Carlos to make the same move, maybe become LFA flyweight champion and then get his first debut in the UFC? Is that part of the goal, I'm sure, or what is the major goal for his career?
Qual é o seu goal, seu objetivo na sua carreira? Você acha que seguir os passos do Brandon Rivera, que foi campeão do LFA e depois foi para o UFC, essa é uma inspiração para você? Ou qual é o seu major goal? O que você é o seu objetivo na sua carreira de MMA?
Então, o meu objetivo sempre foi fazer o meu trabalho. Eu nunca me inspirei em nenhum atleta, né? Eu sempre tive essa chama de dentro de mim desde quando eu nasci. De 8 anos de idade eu já sabia que eu era um campeão, eu tinha que fazer aquilo, porque eu só sabia fazer aquilo. E o LFA é uma porta para todos os lutadores, né? Eu vejo não só no LFA, entre outros eventos também, que ajuda você chegar no UFC com o nome, né? Ou cinturão ou sem um cinturão, eu sei que a gente vai chegar lá, né, fazendo um bom trabalho, e é isso.
Yeah, he says the belt, LFA, doesn't matter too much because since he was 8 years old, he knew he became a world champion. And no one inspiring him, like a Brandon Rivera, it just will be another little step for him. He said, not even a step, a little step. He's totally, I see, very angry and hangry about Brandon Rivera because he said he cannot keep one round with him. So he's very a good anxiety, because he said no matter if come or doesn't come the next belt, but the next fight will be a show, and we are 100% sure he'll be in a UFC very, very soon.
Excellent. I can't wait for that. I definitely believe that myself. I believe he will be in the UFC as well. And will definitely become a champion myself. I see it coming. But just one more thing, Carlos, I wanted to ask. There's a lot of kids out that could be listening to this show, and I was wondering what advice could he give to any, of the youth out there that maybe have a dream of becoming a mixed martial artist someday, like Carlos is, or maybe another sport, and what can he tell them about setting goals, because he seems very mentally strong, and that's what it takes to conquer goals. So could he just elaborate or just give a message to some of the youth out there and, encourage them that maybe have come from the similar backgrounds like he has?
Uhum. Pelo seu background, a sua vida, né, a sua infância, pode ter muitas crianças, tem muitas crianças escutando o show agora no mundo inteiro. E o que você falaria para essas crianças que têm um sonho, não só de MMA ou outros esportes, né? O que você poderia falar para essas crianças para poder realmente, porque ele vê que você é muito forte mentalmente. Então, o que você poderia falar para essas crianças?
So que acredite, né, que tudo é possível, né, para aqueles que crê, que basta ter muita fé, né, e acreditar muito e trabalhar para que as coisas aconteçam, né, porque o sol é para todos, né.
Has one word that's the most important thing in the human being journey. It's believe. You gotta believe. No matter who or where or how people come, even if they are the reference, like a family said, no, you're not gonna be good. No, you cannot do that. It no matter. Believe. Just believe and go forward. Keep moving forward, because if that's true inside, nobody will take that from you. So just keep going and believe it always, no matter what. Day by day, wake up, and this is another day. It's a new day. Still believe in it. Even if it's a hard time, believe it, because you're going to get out of that time and make you a better human.
Excellent. Wow. Powerful, powerful, powerful words there from Carlos and Coach Bueno. I just want to thank you guys for coming on today, accepting the interview. It was great having you guys. I know there's a lot that can be taken from what we discussed today, and some of those kids you just gave that message to. But if Carlos has any message that he wants to give out to his fans or future fans and anything, that
Yeah.
can he elaborate a little bit on
Yeah.
that?
Você tem alguma mensagem que você quer mandar para os teus fãs, ou para os seus futuros fãs, ou para algum lutador, que eu não sei quem, ou para alguém, uma mensagem aí, enfim.
Então, hey guys, my job is hard today. Português. Eu tô trabalhando muito duro, né? Todo dia. O melhor sempre vai estar por vir, sempre. Eu tô trabalhando a minha melhor versão. Eu não pude mostrar o meu show na última luta porque acabou muito rápido, mas eu acredito que na próxima vocês vão ter um grande show, né? Vocês vão ver um atleta diferenciado, né? Que vocês nunca viram antes. E obrigado por tudo, né? Pela oportunidade que vocês me deram, né? Está mostrando o meu trabalho. E é isso.
Yes, yeah. First of all, Carlos and myself, Francisco, say thank you so much for the great show, the great interview, for the opportunity to show his work. The message is he's been working extremely hard right now, and he just finished his training today, Sunday, and he can't wait. He can't wait to the next show, the next event, because he couldn't show to the world too much of his job, his work, because it was 30-second knockout. But the next fight, he definitely will become his best version. Definitely, no doubt about it. And he sent a message to Brandon Rivera also to please, Brandon, train the double as you do right now, because he can't wait to get his lunch done. So that was the message.
I like it. I like it. Thank you guys for coming on as well. Also, for any of the fans out there or any new fans for Carlos that might want to follow him and keep up with him and find out when he's fighting and so forth, where can we follow him?
Oh, yeah, great. Seu Instagram, qual é seu Instagram para o pessoal te seguir? Carlos _Mota, Mota, Tiziu, Tizil.
And that's his nickname, right? The Tiziu?
Yeah, Tiziu is his nickname. He's a little black bird, very little black bird. So okay. The name's Tiziu. So now this little black bird becoming an enormous dinosaur.
Yes. Yes.
That's
so there you have it, guys.
Guys.
Yes, absolutely. I appreciate it. So there you have it, guys. Follow Carlos. I'm gonna have it. You should be able to see it on the screen right now. That way you can follow him and keep up with him because this guy's gonna be something special in his career. Keep looking for him. I'm gonna keep rooting for you, Carlos. I believe in you myself. So
Thank
thanks
you so
again,
much.
Coach Bueno. Thanks again, Carlos, for coming on to the Eye Open Media Sports Podcast. Okay.
Thank you so much. It was a great have you guys. You know, it
Yeah,
was a beautiful afternoon.
thank you so much.
See you next time.
See you
All
next
right.
time.
Take care.
You take care. Bye bye.